What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this video where today we're talking about travel, and more specifically I'm going to talk about traveling solo or in a group. Now, in case you guys don't know, I'm also the high five guy. The other day I asked the question of the day, which was, do you like traveling in a group or alone? And people had their preferences, but I would argue that both are critical to having a well-rounded experience with traveling and having a great time. Now, personally, I've had a lot of experience with solo travel, not as much as group travel. So I will admit I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say a hypocrite, but like you can say that I should be traveling a little bit more in groups. I could take my own advice a little bit of doing both, but I will give you guys some benefits and negatives of each side of going travel solo or with other people. So when you're talking about solo, which I love, it's because one, you can travel at your own pace. You don't have to worry about, oh, if this person wants to do this or doesn't want to stay in the city any longer. If you want to move, if you want to get up and move to the next city, all for it. If you want to do this event, then you can go to it. If you want to go to this museum, you can do it. You don't have to worry about like, let's like balance it out. Yeah, okay, we'll go to this because you want to go, and then I'll go to this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You just go for whatever you want to do. That's one thing that I really love about solo travel. Now, the second thing I really love about solo travel is, well, it's actually kind of a benefit and a negative. It's the fact that you're alone, which means that you're in the car by yourself. You have a lot of time to think to yourself. You have a lot of time to listen to music, listen to podcasts. I personally listen to a lot of podcasts, so I love that. I just love being in the car because I get to listen to podcast after podcast after podcast, and I'm like subscribed to like 150 of them. I made a YouTube video about like the different ones I listen to. I'll put a link down below to that. But you get to listen to a lot of podcasts, so you're alone, and that's great. But then again, it means that like if you forget to download a podcast, or you go into the middle of like nowhere land, like a lot of the central country of the United States, then you're stuck with nothing to listen to. The radio usually doesn't work, so you don't have much to do, and you can go a little crazy. I mean, also it's good to be bored because that's when creativity really like comes to life. So in a way, it's good. But if you do that too often, man, it'll just drive you crazy. You go a little cuckoo. So that's kind of like a benefit and a negative of solo travel. Now, when it comes to traveling in groups, it's just pretty much like the negative is like the opposite of what that positive was for being on your own. Is that you have to like share like what people want to do, their interests. You have to acknowledge everybody, and you kind of got to move with the pack. So you move a lot slower, and sometimes you do things that you don't want to do. But then again, you get to share in amazing opportunities with other people. Your experiences are not just your own. You get to share them with other people. I mean, that's why I share on social media, so that I can share it with other people. It's not the same as like being there with somebody, which is an amazing experience, which I wish I could do more of. I just have to find people who want to go on crazy trips like I do. So if you're interested in that, please do reach out to me. I'm all for doing another trip. But that's one of like the benefit negatives of traveling in a group. The other thing I'll throw out there is when you're in a group, things tend to be more costly just because not everybody can sleep in a car. Not everybody, like when one person spends money, the other person feels inclined to spend money. It's like all a bunch of like subconscious things that go on. So you tend to spend more money when you're in a group than when you're with alone. I don't have data to back that up, so don't like quote me to it, but that's what I've noticed, that's what I've experienced. When you're traveling alone and you have that mindset of like budget, unless you're not good at budget, then maybe somebody could, help keep you accountable. But if you're with other people, you tend to spend more money because other people want to go out and do things and stuff like that, and then you have to spend money like if they want to go to a museum and you want to go with them because you don't want to be left out. Like, that's some examples of that kind of thing. But those are like the basic things that come to my mind. Those are the most important things that I think of when I think of saying, should I travel alone or with other people? And so I'll leave you guys with that I think that you should travel both. Both are important to do. I personally like the solo travel a lot because I get to meet people along the road. Like, I know that when I'm traveling, actually on the road, driving, I'm alone. But when I get somewhere, I have the opportunity to make new friends, do things like that. But again, like, I don't have like long-lasting relationships, which kind of sucks. So it's really all up to you. I think you should experience both to see what you like better, but then to always switch it up a little bit. Like, if I always travel solo, once in a while do a trip with other people to kind of get a different feel. Maybe you'll change your mind and you'll like that better. But whatever it is, do a mixture of both. Maybe not 50-50, maybe like 80-20, but that's what I'm suggesting because I think it's really important to experience both. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions about solo travel, group travel, whatever it is, I know a lot more about solo than group travel, but I can definitely help you out in either way. Leave a comment down below, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, whatever works best for you. And then guys, I'm going to ask you a big favor is to share this video with somebody else who you might think could use it or it would be useful to them, or if there's another video on my channel that they might be interested in, or just my channel in general, because my goal is to reach as many people as possible and help them learn how to travel, make travel affordable and achievable, and to inspire them to do take some sort of trip to explore the world around them, to learn more about themselves and, again, the world. So with that being said, I really would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button for your own benefit so you don't miss an upload. Share with somebody you know, and then I will catch you all in the next video. But until next time, high five!